To create custom fields, on the very top, click Add Custom Field. First of all, we need to indicate a field name. So in this case, let me just set one up called emergency contact name. And because I want the clients to be able to see this and fill it in, I'm going to make it as public versus private. Only staff members will be able to see this. Whether this will be a mandatory field or not, so required or not, I can set this up here right now, or I can also set it up after I save it. So it doesn't matter if I set this up right now, I'm going to leave it as is. The field type, since it's an emergency contact name, I will need the client to actually type in the name for me. So in this case, the field type will belong as a text. From here, for the rows, I'm going to go ahead and say, I'm going to give them maybe one row. Since it's only just a name, it's not an essay question or anything like that, I'm going to leave it as one row. So the rows will go ahead and determine how many lines you want to give space to the client to give you an answer for this specific field. I'm just going to leave it as one. I'm going to save it. So once I save it, if I scroll down to the very bottom, we'll see the field that I've just added. And then from here, where I can indicate whether it's mandatory for the staff and for the clients. So I'm going to leave these on if I wanted to. Okay. And then once that's done, I can also rearrange this maybe to a higher up space. I can maybe add additional fields. Maybe the client wants to know, how did you hear about us? In this case, I also want this to be a public field for the clients to see. And then maybe in this case, it'll be a field type. So of maybe either a drop-down menu, such as this. This is a drop-down menu, right, where I can set up a few options and they choose one of these. Radio is this. These are what we call radio buttons. So it's similar to drop-down menu where we're going to list out few options for them. They can only choose one. The only difference is that radio buttons, they are all listed out already. Drop-down menu, I have to click on the drop-down first to see the menu. So in this case, I'm just maybe just going with drop-down menu. And once I select that, I'm going to see the menu items. So maybe we can set maybe Facebook, if I can spell that correctly, Facebook. Can add additional Instagram. Maybe it's a TV ad, referral. So we can set up just maybe a few, and then I can go ahead and save it. And that's going to be additional field where I can go ahead again, drag and drop the order of it if needed. And that's how you set up a custom field.